This is a public communication services collect call from
this is Steve.
an inmate at the Calumet County Jail. The use of three-way or call waiting will disconnect the call. This call will be monitored and recorded. To accept this call, dial 5 now. To hear the cost of this call, dial 8 now.
Hello?
To block any future collect calls, dial 77.
Hello?
Hello?
Did I wake you?
No.
Oh.
Good try, though.
No.
It's funny, Jody called before and when we were still sleeping, but she only rang the phone once or twice, I think. So.
Oh.
So, Steve, can you call back in like 10 minutes so we can set up to record?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
That'll be okay.
All right, good.
Okay, then.
All right, talk to you in a few.
Okay, bye-bye.
This is a public communication services collect call from
Steve.
an inmate at the Calumet County Jail. The use of three-way or call waiting will disconnect the call. This call will be monitored and recorded. To accept this call, dial 5 now.
Hello.
Hey.
It's been a little over 10 minutes.
Thanks for being patient.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
still getting set up.
Uh-huh. Well, you all set up?
Now we are, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But we were just doing some troubleshooting on the computer through all different things at once. So.
Oh.
But I heard Jennifer visited you the other night. How was that?
Oh, pretty nice.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
Were you surprised or?
Oh. No, I figured sooner or later she'd be up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I suppose, with her not working, it's kind of hard with gas money, too,
Right. Yeah. So, how long had it been since you'd seen her?
Probably 6, 7 months.
Wow.
At least 6. A little over 6.
Yeah.
You know.
So this one, I was thinking about what it must be like for her to visit you there,
Yeah.
I don't know, was she visiting you, like, in the late 90s, or, as an adult, basically, or did she just visit you when she was a child?
When she was a child, her mom took her away.
Mm-hmm.
Then a couple times, I think, right before I got out, I think she came up with Ma or something.
Right. Yeah, because I know she was there for your big day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'm so sorry for this old lady because I was thinking it must be
Yeah.
so hard to have had those 2 years and now,
Yeah. Yeah, she's the only one who stuck behind me. She pleased me this time, too. So, I guess the other ones don't.
She must speak to Rachel because,
Yeah.
did she say anything about Rachel?
She really didn't say nothing. I just told her to tell Rachel hi and all of that.
Yeah.
But I don't know if Rachel believes me or not, or I don't know. According to her, I don't think she does. But I don't know. I suppose it's hard for him, too. What to believe stuff on TV and all of that.
Right. So, yeah, speaking of TV, we saw the Fox 11 shows.
Yeah, last 2 nights.
Yeah, what did you think of that?
When I think about it, it's like they've done it before. It seems like they got rid of somebody before. They they can do it again. You know, seems like they set up people, kill people. You know, anything's possible with them. You know, I don't know, some days trying to figure it out, but I can't. You know, if they did it, well, I don't see them coming out and saying it.
Yeah, I was particularly struck by Sheriff Peterson and what he had to say.
No.
Um,
I think everybody was kind of surprised what he said. Especially a sheriff saying that.
yeah.
If we want to get rid of them, we just kill them. I know there's so many ways you can take that too, you know.
Did you feel like it might be a threat?
Yeah. For me. And you never know with Jody too, you know. If she's by herself. You know, because she's even scared to go down to the trailer by herself to stay there. So yeah, that all comes in mind.
Do you have any contact with Sheriff Peterson now, or
Huh?
do you have any contact with Sheriff Peterson now, or other people from Manitowoc?
No. Uh-oh.
So I think they said on the show that he was your arresting officer back in '85.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the one that came in the house and arrested me.
And what, was he a deputy at the time, or?
I don't know, I don't remember.
Yeah.
Or the head deputy or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they also made the point that he's the only person who was involved in the '85 case and is still working for the Manitowoc Sheriff's Department.
Yeah, but there's still people on the force who was working back then too, though. I don't know if they had anything to do with the case, but there's still people there. Oh, there was a one on TV tonight that he was there, what, 20-some years, 26 years or something.
Who's that?
I don't know, I guess there was an accident on Highway 10. And he said he's been with the Sheriff's Department for so many years. An older fella. I don't remember his name. But just the way that went, it seems like they're hiding something. You know, otherwise why would he go out there and speak like that? You know, which it didn't make no sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like the point he was trying to make is that it would not be easy to set you up. But it's an unusual way in which to make that point. You know, to talk about something even more extreme. And say, you know, it would be easier to do this more extreme thing than to do what we're being accused of. But that was good that Stephen Glenn was speaking out.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, he knows how it is. You know. He known me since '95. And we've been dealing with each other since then. You know. And he knows how I get. He knows how I handle things. You know. You know, we sat hours listening to people. You know. I guess some stuff was good, some stuff was bad. I think he knows that I wouldn't do nothing like this.
This call is from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
I know he'll back me up all the way. You know.
Yeah,
Well, you figure they don't believe none of us. Even with Jody's situation, with driving the car. They didn't believe her. They didn't believe me. Or my sister or her kid. Or when there's an accident in the Avery's Road, they call somebody else. You know. Or somebody asks for us, and they say no. So if they had nothing against us, they would call us. You know, it's since Zurich's been in office. You know. That's when they started, you know, coming after all of us. As soon as he got in office, all turned around. Before that, we never had no problem with him. They just turned around just like that. Why, I don't know. You figure the judges don't believe us.
Have you been able to follow what's been going on in Brendan's case? Have you been able to watch it on television?
Yeah, just a little bit, yeah.
Did you see the suppression hearing last week?
No.
On May 4th, when your sister testified?
I've seen just a little bit of that, and that was it. I've seen when that detective testified, and Barbara testified just a little bit, and that was it.
And what did you think of that, Stephen?
With the detective? No, it seemed like there was something wrong. He was always flashing his eyes, you know. Something fishy there or something. That's what I think. With Barbara, I don't know. That just a little bit I heard that it was on. And that was hardly nothing. Then they cut it off. But I think there's something up with that detective.
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
I said, I think there's something up with that detective. Because otherwise, why would he be flashing his eyes all the time? You know, like he's, I don't know, he knows something. You know, hiding something. I've never seen him flash his eyes before like that. You know, and when he got on the stand, he did. So, I don't know.
Steven?
Yeah.
Will you hold on one moment more? It's going to change tape.
Yeah.
I mean, we can just talk, but...
Yeah. You know. So Tori's going to 1-2 tomorrow?
Yeah. Yeah, she called before and said that she'd set that up, so... That's okay? Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
I can't believe we have to go and we have to drive, you know, such a long distance again already.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I told her, I said, if you want to go, ask them.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because I'll give you something to do if you want to go.
Right.
You know. I guess she got a lot of questions for a lawyer anyway.
Yeah, well, she's been really helpful because, you know, we were driving out last night and we weren't aware of the possible Evans so
Yeah.
she told us about it. And
Well, I didn't know about it at first either. And then the woman from Oshkosh, the pastor, she told me about it, that I'm going to be on the news.
Mm-hmm.
I said, oh, yeah? So then I had to call Mom and say, hey, tape it.
Yeah.
You know. Well, I didn't know what it was about or anything. You know, just said something about the Avery family.
How did you feel about the coverage, Stephen? Did you think it was still one-sided, or did you feel like there's more balance?
Well, this last part, I don't know, it seemed like there was more on my side at first. But then, you know, like last night, they had everybody else on there, and they said I'd do it again and everything else. I never did it the first time. How am I going to do it again? You know, some of it don't make no sense. You know. But I suppose what helped me is what the sheriff all said and everything else. You know, speaking out. Oh, I don't know. I wish something would come out. You know. It's the proof.
Do you feel like it would affect your trial in any way for people to see the piece that Fox 11 did, or, you know, any of these other...
Well, what he's saying, it probably would help the jury. But to me, I don't see like I'm going to get a fair trial. There's no way, because everybody got me guilty already. You know, everybody's in their mind. They got me guilty. You know. Everything I hear, they got me guilty. You know. There's only a few people that think I'm innocent.
And why do you think people have already made up their minds?
I don't know, it's just the way it seems. Everything that they got on TV. And sometimes they can't go without a day, but put my name on the TV. You know, everything is always bad. You know, they don't tell the other side of the story. You know, just like the Channel 11 when they first started. You know, they're trying to get where Matt Rock is dirty and trying to set me up, which that's probably was the best part that the media did with Channel 11. You know, trying to see both sides. To me, I figure there ain't no way I can get a good trial. Not Manitowoc anyway. And a lot of people are going to have to know everything, you know.
So obviously, you know, you think the media is going to affect how people feel about your case. Do you think any of the forensic evidence, you know, the DNA stuff will affect how people, I mean, to what extent do you think people, you know, believe in results regarding DNA and all of that?
Well, DNA could be planted if they got it. You know, if they're setting somebody up, how hard is it? They got a lot of my blood. They got a lot of my DNA. You know, so it ain't hard. You know, a $36 million lawsuit, you know, people do almost anything. You know, I'm making them look bad and everything else. And all I'm doing is going to work and coming back home mostly and going to see Jordy.
This call is from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
So with the evidence, the stuff has been found. How did it get there? You know, I figured they got my blood. They got so much of my blood, it's, I don't know. You know, they only need a little bit. And they got probably pints and pints of it.
Where did they get your blood, Stephen?
Well, they can get it from, well, the corrections department's got it. Uh, the state has got it. You know, Madison's got it. The hospital's got it. In Michigan. And everything else. Or when I bleed, how do I know if they ain't watching me and see what I'm doing? But it's like, it seems like they had a plan, because when I talked to Jody and everything else, they were recording everything. Why would they be recording about anything if they ain't trying to do something? I think they want to know what I'm doing.
When are you referring to?
When Jody was in jail.
Right.
So.
Well, when Jody was in jail.
And I was out.
Right.
Yeah. They were recording.
You were going to the deposition.
Yeah.
In the civil suit. Did you discuss those at all with Jody over the phone, or?
Well, she went to quite a few of them too. So she knew what was all going on and everything. So I don't know if we discussed a little bit or not. Maybe I discussed who was testifying or something or anything.
Do you think you talked at all, Stephen, about how you thought the case was going, or how your lawyer thought the case was going?
I don't think so. Not that I can remember. I don't know, it was all going good anyway, and she knew that, because she was surprised when she went what all the stuff was happening and what they were saying, There was only a few times that she wasn't there, at last.
So you were saying before when we were talking about whether or not you could get a fair trial, when you were saying with the sheriff, the comments he made last night, how do you think that affected, public opinion?
Well, I think the public's got, with everything on before this, they got to be guilty. And with this statement, I don't know, it's just, they might, let up a little bit, because there's always a chance, for the sheriff to do something. But otherwise, it's all bad, They probably think, I'm going to have to prove that they're trying to do something to me. And how do you prove the sheriff's department's doing something? Unless somebody talks. And that's the only way I'm going to prove it. I got a hunch it's going to be hard to do. With the sheriff's department. And a lot of people got me guilty already. Sometimes I don't know which way to go. I don't know what to do.
I think he said something along the lines of, in response to you saying that they are setting you up, he said something like, well, he would have to prove that, and,
Oh, yeah.
it would be difficult to prove or something, but it sounded like...
Yeah, because it seems like he's got everything undercover. Nobody's going to talk. Just like last time when I did the 18 years. Nobody wanted to talk. Nobody wanted to lose their job. They all knew I was innocent, but they didn't want to talk because they wanted their job.
Yeah, your own uncle
Yeah.
went along for the arrest.
Yeah. And he didn't want to say nothing because his job was in jeopardy. Now it's doing the same thing. They ain't talking. Nobody's talking.
Oh, and it doesn't help that your own nephew is speaking, has spoken against you. That doesn't help.
Oh, no. And where is it coming from? It's got to be coming from the cops. They're putting it in their head. His head. You know? Yeah, I know nothing happened over by me. Because I was there most of the time. You know? Like, like Tuesday morning, I had to leave. Get Jody. And then Tuesday night, I went to see her. But most of the time I was there. Unless I was working, up at the garage all day. Didn't get home till 5 o'clock, 5:30. Sometimes later than that. Depends if I eat or not. You know? I suppose you could get there during the day and do something. But see, it don't make no sense. They can check it and find nothing. And they come back and Manitowoc's find something. You know? Manitowoc's always finding something. Nobody else find nothing. That's why it's so difficult to figure out. I know they got something to do with it. Manitowoc does. But what to do? I don't know. Every time I turn on TV, everything always makes me look bad. Make me look like an animal. And
So at this point, Stephen, what do you want people to know? I mean, if you could talk to people right now, what would you say to them?
I don't know nothing. I didn't do nothing. The sheriff is doing something to me. I want people to believe me. Trust in me. Hopefully the truth will come out. Once they believe me, they can figure something out. Then they can see that I ain't lying. Most of the time, all I wanted was waiting for that money and get married and live a happy life. I wouldn't do nothing like this. Not in a lifetime. I help people. I don't take their lives or whatever. That ain't me. Sometimes I do get loud, but I have a fiance, she likes to drink. I had to get her to stop, so I did a little, say bitching. But you help people when you love them. It's hard to say. She was in jail. I missed her. And most of the fighting we do is on the phone.
This call was from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
Saying, like, she didn't trust me out there alone. I didn't trust her out there alone. And, so we had to argue.
Why do you think you two are having such a hard time with that?
I don't know. I suppose with all the rumors and then with Marie was a big issue. Because I used to talk to her all the time, spend some time with her. And she thought we did it and everything else. So then one day I told her, yeah, we did something. But that was just, I don't know, how can you put it? I wanted to see if she really did love me, and see what kind of strength she'd put up. So I said something like that, which I shouldn't have, because that just made things worse. But I did make mistakes. There was that part where I don't know if I believed her or what, you know. And she was going a rough time, and she wanted to commit suicide, and you know, she had a drink, and I had to run her to the hospital once, and she always told me nobody cared for her and everything. You know, until I come along, and I cared for her. At first I thought I loved her too right away, but I wasn't sure right away. But deep down I did. You know, it was all the little stuff, you know. Especially when she gets locked up and I'm out there alone, you know. Oh, who you got over there now, you know. And most of the time I only had, you know, Brendan or Blaine, you know. Otherwise, sometimes I'd have supper, you know, down there, where I'd invite Earl and Candy and the kids and Mom, Dad and Chucky, and sometimes Barbara and the kids, you know. But and she goes, well, you can have supper down there all the time, and I'm locked up. You never had it when I was out, you know. But when she was locked up, that's when I got the money. So I could spend a little bit. I could have things and do stuff. And then she wanted me to wait all the time. Even when I got that truck, she wanted me to wait. You know, well, you can't buy nothing with me around because she was in jail. And the truck wasn't going to be there time she got out. So I had to buy it. You know. And she complained about that and everything else. But I was just looking out for us, you know. I want us to have nice stuff. You know. I put my mind that I loved her, and I care, and I want to help her. I figured to spend the rest of my life with her. Well, that's what I was working on. You know. Even if she did bitch at me all the time. You know. But you can't show me one who don't have problems and complain. You know, a couple or a marriage. You know, sometimes people have rough times. You know. You know. Because she was drinking, she was hungry. You know. You know, when she wasn't drinking, it was fine. We got along good. I was happy. I was proud that she wasn't drinking. And sometimes she drank behind my back that I didn't know. You know. Her vodka. She had to have a drink. You know. Sometimes I come home and taste her stuff, but by that time she switched already. So I could never catch her.
Yeah, alcoholics can be pretty slick.
Yeah. But see, I don't give up. You know, if I love her, I want to be with her. So I'm going to do, if I'm going to keep on complaining, I'm going to. You know, because I loved her. I want to be with her. And she talked to her girlfriend in Milwaukee, and I talked to her a few times. And she always told me that she cares for you. You know, she loves you. You know, where she told me she never had a guy care so much about her or nothing. You know. You know, a couple times, well, there was that one time she ate that rat poison. You know, I took her to the hospital. Well, if I didn't care, you know, I wouldn't be doing all of this. You know, I didn't believe her. So she took another handful. You know. She tried to, I gave her a bunch of stuff so she could puke it out. But I didn't trust it, so I took her to the hospital. You know. If she had problems, well, we'll take care of them together. I said it as her. You know.
So, Stephen, I mean, given everything you did to help Jody and how she's standing by you now and trying to help. I mean, why do you think you fight over things like Debbie or Chuck or whatever? I mean, what do you, I mean...
Well, with Debbie, well, that was another screw up for me. You know, at first, I thought Debbie they were doing something. They were setting me up. I get information or whatever at first, so I played along with it. And then she kept on asking me, I think, that she wanted a sexy letter. See, she sent me one, and she was always asking me for one. So then I wrote her one, you know. And I wasn't thinking. You know, I could talk to her, I could call her, you know. She didn't complain, she didn't scream or holler. So then I talked about Jody, and she was drunk all the time, and she didn't want to stop drinking, and you know, I talked bad about her, which I did it all on my own. I screwed up. You know, the person I loved, I was knocking her down, and that's why we fight on that. You know, it's my fault. I can't blame her. With Chucky, I used to hear Chucky's name a lot. You know, Chucky this, Chucky that. She used to call Chucky when she was in jail. You know, and Chucky's supposed to pick her up, and you know, not trusting her and everything else. Well, it's hard to trust when you're calling another guy up and say you want to go there, or come out, you know, to the trailer, and he's supposed to pick her up. You know, that don't make me feel good. You know, when Ma's supposed to do all of this, and I told her Ma can do it all, you know, but she calls him. It was like a day before she got out, she had to call Chucky, you know. And Chucky's supposed to pick her up, you know.
This call is from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
And then I tell her I got it all handled before that. You know, and, I don't know, she had to call Chucky again. And when she got out, and I guess Chucky bought her some cigarettes and everything else, and you know, they were talking. And she talked to Chucky instead of telling me anything. You know, so that would make me mad. You know, he knows more than me. I'm supposed to be your fiancé. You know, so I get mad and holler, and you know, I think I did more complaining with this bit than I did with my whole 18 years. You know, this is the worst. You know, it's hard to have a loved one out there and you're locked up. You know, and you always think of something. You know, oh, what is she doing out there? You know, what is she supposed to do? You know, she got no friends. She got nobody hardly, nobody to talk to. You know, and then Ma, she does so much, and then she listens to Ma. She don't listen to me again. You know, so we're complaining about that. If I holler at Ma or Dad or my brothers, then it all goes back to her, and she gets bitched out there. You know. So it took me a while to understand that. You know, and then I got this pastor and everything else coming up. So I guess Jesus was helping me more now, because I don't complain as much. You know, I understand a little bit more, you know, what she's going through. You know, I sit down and think, oh, how am I going to work this out? You know, I don't want her to leave. You know, we've been through it pretty much.
Do you ever feel like you're trying to push her away, though, Stephen?
Mm, maybe at first I did. You know. And well, it's hard. You know, I'm in here, she's out there. You know, sometimes it'd be better off if she goes on her own. You know. I had nothing but bad luck in my life. You know, I got set up the first time. I went through all of that. That was hard. Now I'm going through it again for something I didn't do. And I don't. Sometimes I figure,
Okay.
she don't have to go through that again either, you know. You know, she's hurting. She don't know what to do.
Well, that's why, I mean, you know, it's easy for me to say because I'm not, I mean, it's not easy for me to say because I think this is a terrible situation for everyone, but, you know, it seems so clear to me, first of all, that you two love each other so much and are very caring and supportive of each other, and, you know, she was in a terrible situation, struggling with alcohol, and you were trying to help her, and you're obviously in a terrible situation right now, but the reality is, you know, you're there for each other, and neither one of you goes through it alone, you know, so
Yeah.
her alcoholism was a problem for both of you, but, you know, you tried to work on it together, and this situation is a problem for both of you, and you're doing the best you can, but, you know, I wish for the two of you that you wouldn't make things so hard for yourselves by arguing about other people, you know, arguing about Debbie, arguing about Chuck, because there really is no reason to believe, you know, for Jody to believe that you would want to be with someone else, and there's really no reason for you to believe that she would want to be with someone else. I mean,
Yeah.
all the pressure is coming from the circumstances.
Yeah.
You know, the fact that you're in jail, and like you said, she doesn't, you know, she doesn't have a job right now, she doesn't have friends. You know,
Yeah.
her support base is the same support base that you have. You know, it's primarily your mother.
Yeah.
You know, and I know that that's, you know, been a little difficult for her too recently, you know, but that's just the reality of being an adult and trying to live in someone else's house and,
Yeah.
you know, not having privacy and being dependent and,
You know.
all the difficulties that brings. And,
Mm-hmm.
you know, not to mention the fact that you both are so frustrated because you want to be out of jail and you want to be together,
Well.
you know, so
Yeah.
it's like, it seems to me that if you two can find something to hold on to
Mm-hmm.
and try your best not to argue about things that aren't real,
Mm-hmm.
you know, if you just focus on what is real and what the real problems are and what you can do to try to overcome them,
Mm-hmm.
then you won't get distracted by fighting about things that aren't real,
Yeah.
you know, because it's really just about avoiding what's really going on, you know, and you're both probably terrified.
Yeah. Now I think I've been doing pretty good the last week. You know, I don't argue too much now.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I say, you know, it takes her so long to do something. You know.
Mm-hmm. But it seems to me that the arguing you two do is far more difficult and far more painful for both of you than just being apart.
Yeah. Yeah, that it is. And we can't hug each other at all.
Yeah.
You know. You know, that's probably the hardest part. You know, I want to be with her.
Right.
You know. And I don't like to see her go through all of this hurt and everything else.
Yeah. But she'll probably tell you that it's more painful to have you accusing her of things or to not trust her than to be apart from her right now, So I wish you two could work on that more, because you need to be allies. You need to be supporting each other. You don't need to be fighting.
Yeah.
And
Well, I told her to try not to talk to Chucky and everything else, But if she wants to, she can talk to her if she needs, kind of, if she needs something done or something, to look at the car or whatever, or,
But Stephen, do you think that's realistic? I mean, if you think about the fact that, she can't drive anywhere right now. She doesn't have a car,
Well, she's got the Grand Am, so she drives it back and forth to the trailer,
Yeah.
She was always complaining that she wants something, underneath her name so she can get some kind of occupational license so she can go out and look for a job more and she don't have to depend on nobody,
Right.
Which I'm starting to realize that is the truth,
This call is from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
But then my family steps in, So it's was kind of rough there too. I yelling at them. Everything is mine, it's hers, and they don't see it that way, That's where a lot of arguing was too, I'm yelling at her, and then they're yelling at her,
Everybody should stop yelling.
Yeah. But I think I'm doing pretty good on all of that right now. I cut it way down. Just a little bit. I do a little bit yet, but it ain't much. If I tell her to do something, it takes her a while, but I gotta respect that she's by herself and, and sometimes she's crying and she wishes I was out and there and hugging her and I said, realize, what am I doing? Sometimes I kind of push her away and she tells me it don't make a difference if you push me away, I still ain't going nowhere. But I gotta work on us, I want till this is all done. It might be 5 months before I get out. I don't know. I don't know if I'm getting out or not. It all depends. If the truth don't come out, then what?
Well, how do you feel like the fact that the judge is allowing Brendan's confession to come in, how do you think that might affect your case?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't see how that he could let it in. There's something fishy about it. Where's the statement from up north? Why ain't that on tape? If it's a minor, it's supposed to be all on tape. See, that's why everything should be on tape. When they arrest somebody, it should be on tape. It don't make a difference what it is. Everything should be on tape. That way, these problems won't be happening. But it seems like I got everybody for me. Some people in law enforcement, in Madison, some senators, the Innocent Project, the lawyers. But nobody's doing nothing. Nobody's looking at nothing. Nobody's trying to get the truth out. All they want to do is make me look bad, get a conviction, and get it over with. They don't care whose lives they wreck. So place is wrecking everything.
So were you able to watch court today on television?
No, I just seen a little bit at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock it was. That little bit I did.
And what was your reaction?
The judge left it in, so it's standing. And they said they got maybe more evidence or something against him to back up what he's saying. Which I can't see it, you know. Something ain't right. That's all I know. They checked that property over. They didn't find nothing. That's all I know. Then they finding something. I don't know no more than that. How can I know any more than that? You know? How's her stuff get there? How's her blood get there? How's her vehicle get there? I don't know. You know? Who took it after when she left out the driveway? Somebody's got to know something. You know? If the cops were watching me and looking, they could have this all planned. You know? I'm trying to figure it out. You know? Now they were listening to my phone calls, all of them. You know, I ain't supposed to listen to them all. You know, and most of it is for security reasons. That's why they pay. You know, if they know what's going on, if somebody's planning an escape or something, so they know. Well, they ain't supposed to record them all, but they recorded them all with me and Joy. Even when I was out there and she was locked up, they were recording them. So that just shows that they're trying to do something. You know? Especially when I was getting that 425 from the state. I'd had that by Thanksgiving. Then with the lawsuit, that was almost put a stop in December 6th or something. He had that all in. So everything was happening all at once. And they knew that. Nobody else did. My family didn't even know that, nothing. You know, that with my lawsuit. They didn't know when that was going to end. Because I didn't tell them nothing. You know? So I know they didn't know nothing. My brothers just knew that I was getting a lot of money. You know? And that's why they weren't being nice to me, so I could put some money in the business. You know? But I suppose, you know, who wouldn't say it? I wouldn't help them out. You know? I would. I'd have no problem with that. You know? But I don't see none of them doing nothing. But how that stuff got on the property, that's puzzling to me. I don't know. And with Steve, my old lawyer, he knows it's all Manitowoc. You know? He knows how Manitowoc is. He knows how the depositions all went. And the sheriff testified on that. So he knows that they're dirty. You know? But it's all...
Let's go back for a second. I'm sorry, I was getting a little distracted. I wanted to tell you something. Because one of the things that I still want to follow up with for the film is, you know, what happened to that money you were supposed to get from the state. You know, the $425,000. Obviously, you haven't received it.
Well, I guess it's all on hold till this is all done.
Yeah, but that's one of the things I would like to find out from, you know, if I can talk to the governor. I want to contact him and see if I can speak with him.
Yeah.
I want to try to talk to, you know, maybe follow up again with Mark Gundrum and, you know, just see why no one is addressing that.
Well, yeah, I should have that coming.
Yeah, so I got a little distracted thinking about, telling you that's something that's on my to-do list is to follow up on that money. But when you were saying, were you saying that the police knew that you were getting that money because they were recording your phone conversations, and that your family didn't know that, or what?
No, they knew that I was getting that $425,000. Because everybody knew.
This call was from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
Everybody knew that, mostly, that it was coming soon. With the lawsuit, they knew, the county knows what's going on that, because we're in the depositions and all of that. And they know what's all going on, because with their lawyers, and with my lawyers, their lawyers tell the county lawyers, they say everything to them, to 9 o'clock, so they know what's going on. And this way, if they did this, they don't have to pay nothing. It's done. They figured, well, if I wouldn't settle right away, I'd get nothing. So that when that 400 came, well, I figured, well, I might as well settle before something else does happen. I don't know what they got planned, so I grabbed it so I can hire some lawyers. Because with a public defender, I ain't gonna go nowhere with them. I asked the public defender a few times to do this and that, and he never did it. So I figured, well, I'm about to settle and get this over with. And that's the only reason why I settled. Otherwise, I wouldn't have. I gotta prove my innocence. Otherwise, I'm done. I'd be done with a public defender. I couldn't go nowhere. So with Steve told me that he knew somebody, and I had to go with him. He believed me, So I figured I might do what I had to do. And then some of them tell me that $425,000 I'll never see unless this is all over with. But that's all a different case, I could be, if I could make bail with that, put that down in property, or I could get out. That way I could help myself to prove my innocence. I could help the lawyers. I could go to the lawyer's office, we could talk. Here I can't do nothing.
Where do you meet with them there? Do they set you up in private rooms?
Yeah, they give us a private room. The only thing it's got in is a camera. It's got no monitoring stuff or nothing.
Steven, I know you said when you were arrested back in '85 that Chris said to you, I got you now, basically.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, and then we see Sheriff Peterson last night on the news. Have you had any contact with, say, Jerry Poggle or other officers, and if so, do they say anything of that nature to you, or what's it like?
I've seen a sheriff from here, Jerry, and it was the jail, the head of the jail. They came in, well, they put me in a hole 2 times. And it was the first time or second time when Brendan had the statement, made out the statement. They said, yeah, we got you now. Brendan told us everything. It's just another way that another sheriff is in on this too. Saying that we got you. And that's why he had me in a hole, so I couldn't watch TV or anything else. Then he said the phones didn't work. They had to put a work order in. Well, they just shut them off, so I couldn't call. They took me to the hole for no reason 2 times. I didn't even do nothing. I was in bed the first time when they took me. They thought I was going to do something or whatever. I don't know. But that was only, I don't know, 12 hours, 24 hours. I sat at home. You know. So the next time.
So who said that to you, Peter? We got you now?
Huh?
Who said that to you?
What?
We got you now.
Yeah, the sheriff did. This one. This sheriff here.
He was bringing you to the hole and he said that?
No, I was in the hole.
Oh, and he came down to see you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what did he say to you?
He said, we got you now. Brendan told us everything.
And how did you respond, if at all?
I told him, you ain't got nothing. I didn't do nothing. I said, I got to do something in the midterm. I didn't do nothing. I don't know nothing. How can you say anything? You know? I said, nothing happened there. I know that because I was there. So I don't know what he could tell you.
And what did he do when you asked him?
What were we talking about? If I was going to hurt myself or something or whatever. You know, I told my sister, my first bit, I wouldn't even think about hurting myself. I said, I certainly ain't going to hurt myself for something I didn't do. You know? I don't know if they believe me or what, or, you know. And they kept me in there for a little bit longer. I think it was about 3:30 or 4 o'clock they got me out the next day. You know. Which I kept up on them, you know. Well, let me out. I said, it's hard in here. I said, ain't nothing to do in here. I said, I'm going nuts in here. At least in the cell, I'm by myself. I got a TV and I got a phone. You know. I even told him, I said, you didn't even shut off the phone. Give me the TV and get me in that box so I got more room. I could think more. You know. They don't care too much. You know. They just think I'm guilty. You know. But one time, there's a few times, they got me in here, they're upstairs pounding on the ceiling, sliding chairs around, you know. And this is the middle of the night and everything. And then in the morning. But then they used to throw stuff like the walls, too, outside. They still do every once in a while here now. You know, so, I don't know, must be little stones or something at the wall. And this, enough, they know that they're bugging me. You know?
And what experiences have you had with Sheriff Peterson himself?
I don't remember if I had any problem with him. I know we were doing, one time we were doing depositions, he testified there. I talked to him.
Oh, Moira saying she has to...
Huh?
I'm sorry, Moira saying she has to change tapes again.
Oh.
We're using, like, the ends of tapes that we shot today.
Oh.
Just to finish them up so that we can...
Yeah.
Whatever. Sorry, Steve. Okay, she says she gave us green light. So, yeah, so back to Sheriff Peterson. I mean, what?
When he did the depositions, and when he came outside, you know, I walked outside and I talked to him because I was talking about with Joni and her working at the junkyard. Well, they won't let her go because they ain't got insurance, you know. Well, everybody else works there.
This call is from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
Well, he let everybody else work there, you know. I guess when Earl was in jail or when Chucky was in jail, you know. He went out there with no insurance and everything else. And it is, well, when you get insurance, you can work there, you know. He said, well, that'd be a good idea to get insurance, you know. You know, he seemed real nice, you know, to me. But in the background, you know, it's a whole different story, you know. He just did that just to, you know, trying to make me, you know, if you want to know there, get insurance, we'll let her out then, you know. So, it didn't seem like they wanted to do anything, you know. With Mary too, Mary was people went to get the jobs. You know, they do everything. People get caught. They go in the hole for a day. They get back out and they get their jobs back. You know, because they're telling on people. You know, and she don't do nothing. I can't even get her out. But everybody else can make trouble and everything, and nothing's done. You know, people get caught with cell phones and everything else. Or they ain't work, they leave work. You know, they get a slap on the wrist, and that's it. You know, they trying to cover everything up. You know, so, I don't know.
So you don't remember ever having any distinct problems with that, with Peterson?
Not that I can remember, no. I think that's the first time I really even talked to him. Is after did that deposition. That was it. And that was mostly a lie anyway. You know. I don't know what to do, what to say. You know, how can you say something when you don't know nothing? You know?
Yeah. Do you have a court date next week?
Huh?
Do you have a court date next week?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
No, that's been, them 2 dates been canceled, I guess.
Okay.
You know. I guess he's going to check over the evidence and everything else and maybe go for a bail hearing or again.
Yeah.
He'll put in. You have to see how that goes. I haven't talked to him lately. I know Jody did. Talked to him today and everything else.
Yeah.
I guess they got some of the evidence in, you know, from the lab or something.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they got or whatever. You know, as Jody said, it all looked good. But you can't tell me no more over the phone, you know.
Right.
I might have a big mouth.
Aw.
And I don't want that. You know.
Well, we're out here sort of indefinitely right now.
Yeah.
We arrived last night, not with, any plan of a return date or anything. So, there's lots for us to try to look into and lots of people to try to talk to.
Yeah.
I want to write to Kraft himself and to Pargo and, and now the Sheriff Peterson and, see if people are interested in talking to us. They have an opportunity to talk to us and see if they take us up on that. And I definitely want to try to reach out to, state lawmakers and the governor and see if we can, just follow through on, because, we interviewed Mark Gundrum and I'd like to follow up. I talked to him back in January. I'd like to follow up on, our conversation then.
Me and him, we spent some time together too, with Mark.
Yeah.
And so he knows me a little bit too.
Yeah.
I don't see why they can't help me,
Right. Yeah, so I imagine we'll be doing things like, driving down to Madison and possibly taking some trips to Milwaukee and, coming to see you if you like.
Oh, yeah.
You can feel free to call us anytime, and I'll keep you posted on, interviews we have set up and people who are willing to talk to us and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know. We'll come to you. We'll be at court. And
Yeah.
we'll be, trying to talk to people.
Yeah, I'll give the lawyer, well, Jody's got some phone numbers for the lawyer to see about, money.
Okay.
So if they can get through it to them and,
Yeah.
they can talk to them. I know they can probably, between all three of them, probably come up with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know. All we have to do is give me a chance,
Yeah.
Hopefully something will break open,
Yeah.
Somebody will slip, say something,
Right.
Yeah. Hopefully the truth come out.
Yeah. Well,
That's what I mostly want.
say that again, Stephen?
That's what I mostly want. As long as the truth comes out, I'll be free then. They only need one day. I hurry up, get married, and leave Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Start over fresh, so I ain't got to worry.
So what do you think Brendan's going through right now?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know how he's coming up with these stories. I don't know.
Yeah.
The only thing I can think of is they put it in their head. If they had him in there at 9 o'clock a.m., and they had him all day, how come they only got a 4-hour tape?
Mm-hmm.
See, that's what I can't figure out. I wouldn't get home till late at night, so they had him all day. And even when they arrested me, and when I was on the way to the hospital, I asked to talk to my lawyer. They told me, no, you can do that later. Well, right there, they shouldn't even have been talking to me.
Yeah.
They took me to the hospital. They did everything. I was stripped. They took pictures. They took some swabs and everything else, but they threw them away. How about only my fingernails? They never did none of that. And the search warrant said to do all of that. See, that's why I think there's something fishy about it. They don't take underneath my fingernails. Well, how do you know if there's anything there? They don't know.
Did they take your fingerprints or your blood?
No, they didn't take nothing. Not there. Not that time. Mm-mm.
Well, they must have your fingerprints
Yeah.
anyway.
But why won't they scrape underneath my fingernails?
Yeah.
That just seems like, yeah, we know you didn't do it, so we don't have to do that. And then he took me to Trevor's police station and made the statement. But then I told them I had enough, so then they stopped. I haven't talked to nobody since then, except for the lawyers. So, I don't know.
This call is from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
So I guess I'll have to wait for the lawyer now. I can't do anything else,
Yeah.
Trying to get maybe a Jody a job and that. The woman from Oshkosh, she said she can move in with her and give her a job, which is real nice. She can stay there as long as she wants till this is all done. But see, that's going to be hard too, if she's there. And how she's going to get up here all the time, Unless she can get an occupational license and with that too, but I don't know what it's going to use for a vehicle then.
Yeah, see, I know we talked about this before, but obviously it's,
Huh?
for purposes of the film, because we hadn't talked about this while I was recording, but can you tell me again why you're not being moved to Manitowoc?
They don't want me in Manitowoc. They want me to sign papers that they got nothing to do with this case. If I sign them, they may move me back there. But they don't want me back there. That's all I know. And with the lawsuit and everything else, they didn't want me there anyway at the first, and I didn't want to go there. So they brought me here.
So were you, someone had looked into whether or not you could be moved to Manitowoc.
Yeah, my lawyers did.
Okay. And that would have helped you in what way?
Well, it would have been easier with the telephones and than her coming to see me with Jody. Would have been easier on her. I'm thinking about them instead of myself.
Right, shorter distance.
Yeah.
Longer visit.
Yeah, you got 2 hours there. You only got 20 minutes or half an hour here.
And are the phone calls less expensive?
Yeah, they're only $5 there. I don't know what they are here.
Yeah, I'll let you know in a few days.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Yeah, no, I had no idea how expensive it was to receive phone calls from, a facility like that. It's crazy. Okay, so in other words, your attorneys inquired about moving you to Manitowoc, and their response was?
And they don't want me there. Unless I sign papers, they got nothing to do with this.
And what do you make of that?
Well, I don't know. They got something up. If I sign something, they got nothing to do with it. I don't know. It's just better for them. That this proves for them then. And right now, I don't think I want to go back there. I don't know. They got me a little scared now. To go back there. Especially with
They themselves were saying all along that it was a joint investigation, so how could your signing papers that they weren't involved
I don't know.
make any sense?
I don't know. I can't figure that out.
Yeah, I don't think anyone can. It doesn't make sense.
No. That's why if I go back there, anything can happen. That's why I'm scared to go back there. I have to put that bulletproof vest on when I go. Last time I didn't have it on because I didn't want it on. They got me scared enough where I want it on. I'll suffer with it on.
When do you wear a bulletproof vest?
Well, last time I didn't, when I went to court. Times before that I did. Because the sheriff said you put it on,
It's just on the car ride over or just to enter the courtroom?
No, through the whole thing. I put it on here, and I don't take it off till I get back here.
And you wear it under your jumpsuit?
Yeah. But now I think I'll keep it on every time I go. Well, I don't trust them. They can say that on TV. How can I trust them? How do I know they ain't got nothing planned? A shell can go a long ways. If they got a hitman. I ain't gonna take that chance.
What did they say on TV that scared you?
That if they want to, they can get rid of somebody. All we have to do is kill them. Of course, who ain't that gonna scare? If they're doing something dirty, to me they've done it before by that statement. They set up people to kill people. And they say to get rid of me. Well, they just set me up to get rid of me now. They don't have to kill me now. If they find me guilty, I'm gone forever. I'm never coming back. So this is another thing against them that they got rid of me. That just proves it. I just got to prove that they're doing it. So I don't know. So I can leave it up to the lawyer, see what he can do. I don't know. I guess all I have to do is wait. 5 months is a long wait for me. Especially through the whole summer and everything else. And, it ain't so bad if I know if I'm going to get a decent jury and they're going to find me not guilty. Because then, I could put up with the 5 months. Then I know. But I don't know nothing. That's the thing. Am I going to be with Jody? Or am I? Is she sticking around for nothing? 5 months she can find somebody else, and start with her life. But I don't want to ruin her life, if I ain't going to be there.
Well, don't worry about that now, because they're ahead of things.
But, see, everything is in my mind, because I went through it the first time, So that's what bothers me. See, I don't want people to suffer for something I didn't do.
Yeah. This time is different, Stephen. Jody is not, she's not the woman you went through this with already,
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think of that, and
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I've been trying to think about ways in which you can, help pass the time.
This call is from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
That's why I've been trying to think through and here, what can I do to keep my mind busy?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm in the Bible and everything else, to help me. I've been relaxing a little bit more. Been with my roommate. He's in the Bible and everything, so it helps me a lot too.
So you have a roommate now?
Yeah.
And what's that like?
It's better. It's more, in Jesus' word and everything else, He's into that mostly,
Mm-hmm.
So that helps a lot. So, I don't know. I just gotta take, most of the time I picture me and Joy, doing stuff out there, going all over, which it relaxes me, She's the only one I want, so, I don't want nothing else. That's all I want in life now. I don't care where we have to move. It don't make a difference. Where she wants to go, that's where we're going. She can decide where she wants to go. So I'm going to leave that up to her. I figure we went through enough. I might as well let her do something and pick something out,
Right.
I probably want this all done. I'm going to spoil her a lot anyway, but she didn't know that till I get out. So.
All right, well, I guess I'm going to go make something to eat.
Huh?
I'm going to make something to eat, I guess.
Oh.
But nothing special, so don't feel bad.
Yeah. Well, we had some meat tonight and potatoes. It wasn't much, but I guess it was something.
Yeah.
I sent her a Mother's Day card. sent one to Jordan, sent one to Ma, so I told her she'd be getting something in the mail. She goes, what is it? I said, you'll find out when you get it. I said, nothing else, you have to wait till you get home from medicine.
Yeah.
And I went out, what, yesterday? Today. I went out today, this morning, so she should get it tomorrow.
And how did you get the card, Stephen?
Oh, my roommate made it up for me.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was nice. So all I do is sign and send it out, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And he knows how to draw a little bit, so better than what I can, so. Yeah. So that should make her happy a little bit.
A three-way event has been detected.